Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sarah's Yum Yums. I'm cooking a multi-bean chili today. Okay, so this is very tasty. So what I have here is I've already put, I finely chopped a onion, and I'm just cook that up there, right? I put in a full spoon of coconut oil into a pot and just stir that up. And then if you find that it's residue in the bottom of the pan when it's sticking, you can just use a little bit. I use 300 mils of water and a stock cube to get that off. So you can hear that sizzling away, so you can get all that residue off the bottom. Lovely flavour. Okay. All right. Just cook those off. They need to be cooked off for a good 5-6 minutes, so that you get all the nice caramelization going on with the onions. Okay, so into that now I'm putting 3 garlic cloves, right? If you don't like garlic, that's fine, leave it out, or if you want less, that's fine, but I'm using 3 garlic cloves. Okay, so put those in there. All right. Okay. Yeah, so what I did before I did this, now I let those cook away there. Before I did this, I got a mug full of lentils, and I put them in a pot and I boiled them till they're soft, which is about 6-7 minutes. What you can do is you just boil them off, and then start to go from that kind of orangey colour to a kind of whiter colour, pale orange, and then you can taste them, and when they're nice and soft, you just sieve them off, and I'll show them to you there in a while, because they're going to go in here as well. So that's lentils. Alright, just cook that off there. Yeah, this is a lovely dish. It's a lovely tasty dish, and I think you'll really find it. His gas today, I had made up my mind that I was doing this dish next, and I walked into Sam's room and he said, would you like to do a multi-bean chili today? And I said, yes, I will. That's exactly what I was planning to do. So we said we'd get it together. So we just, he's shy, he didn't come on the camera, but basically he's there in the background, help me out, okay? So yeah, so next in there now is a punnet of mushrooms, okay? So you pop those in there, okay? And again, stir them around. There'll be plenty of seasoning in this now. That's lovely. What you'll see is that the mushrooms get a beautiful coating from all the mushrooms and the onions and the garlic coat away nicely there. So you give those a couple of minutes, okay? Because you wouldn't feel time flying, I tell you. I try and cook these as efficiently as I can, so that you know, I'm not keeping you too long on the video. So yeah, cook that up. And it's all cooking at a medium heat, so cook away till that's nice and soft. Just give it a couple of minutes. Hope you're all looking forward to the weekend. We may get to the beach this weekend and get for a nice walk along the shore. It's always good. Love to get to the beach. Love it. It's so relaxing. So relaxing. So now when you're frying off these and the onions or anything, you know, I mean, don't be afraid to let it stick to the bottom, because that's all beautiful juices and stuff, and then you use a little bit of water to scrape it off, and you get beautiful kind of a beautiful umami taste, you know, kind of that kind of smoky taste, which is beautiful. It's all flavour, all beautiful flavours. Okay, so that's looking good. So the next thing here now, I'll put my beans. I have 2 tins of mixed beans. I have a tin of chickpeas and a tin of mixed beans. You can use a tin of chickpeas and a tin of black bean if you want, or a tin of kidney bean and a tin of chickpeas, but I use a multi-bean and a chickpea. So those, I just rinse those off basically and throw them in here, okay? And again, mix them all together. Mix them all together there, okay? Absolutely lovely, okay? All those flavours mixed up. Okay, and the mixed bean is lovely because you get all the different textures of beans, you know. Let them okay. Okay. It'll cook away there. Now into that, right? I'll use I'm using the teaspoon today, right? Okay, so into that I'm putting 2 teaspoons, right, of paprika. 1. This doesn't come out very fast, does it? 2, okay. And I'm putting 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. Okay. Again, a little extra will go in, but I wouldn't worry about that. It's lovely. Okay. But if you wanted precise, you can measure it out precise into 2 teaspoons. Okay. And oregano. Again, I'll put 3 teaspoons of this because this is lovely stuff. 2, 3. Okay, while I'm there now, I'll give them a stir, keep them going. Okay, stir them in now. Okay. Okay, I'm not finished yet. I have the Himalayan salt, the pink salt, right? Okay. Okay, I'm going over my time already. Okay, good teaspoon of this, good teaspoon of salt. Himalayan salt won't do any harm. Oh, oopsie daisy, butterfingers today. And I'm putting ground coriander, 2 teaspoons of that. Okay, and again, loads of pepper. I'm using a barbecue smoked pepper today, so put a good bit of that in. Okay, and some regular pepper. Okay. Right, and a mild chili powder then, which is another spoon of that. I'll just put 1 spoon now because I don't like it too hot. Okay, stir that around. And you may notice at this stage it's getting a little sticky on the bottom, and that's perfectly fine. Just put in a little bit of stock there, last of the stock, and mush it around. Oh, very good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, into that we are going to put tin of tomatoes, right? Okay. Okay, the tomatoes, we are going to put a good tablespoon here, a good tablespoon of tomato puree. Okay, let's get all that in there. It's a good tablespoon in that. Put it all in there, mix it all around. Okay. Okay, very good. And in on top of that then we put our lentils. Like I said, it was a mug of lentils in a, just softened in boiling water. So put in those. Okay, those. Okay, and then you mix all that around. And you could probably turn it down at this stage, turn it off. I usually turn it off at this stage, right? It's all very nice here now. Now, you can always add in, if you find it too thick, right? You can add in another tin of tomatoes, right? Depends on the consistency you want, actually. I think myself that, oh, that's nice. I'm actually going to finish off. There's a tiny bit of tomato puree left in this. I'm going to, because you can't go far wrong with, can't go far wrong. So that's about two tablespoons of tomato puree. You can't go far wrong with tomato puree. It's absolutely yummy. So you stick that in. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So 2 minutes here. I'm going to add in another tin of tomatoes just because I want to soak it for a while. You know, I want to leave it sit there for a while at the back of the oven. Just to let it all. It's lovely when it's, just add in that now, because if it sits there, it makes it a little bit more saucy. So when it sits there at the back of the oven or the cooker for an hour or two, it'll naturally thicken. Right, so you can see there now it's a nice kind of a nice consistency. I'll show you there, right? Okay, nice consistency. It's not too runny, but as you let it sit at the back of the oven there for an hour or two, it'll actually all marinate and it'll be delicious, right? And as I say, taste it in an hour or two. You can serve it up as is, taste it and see what the taste is like. I'll give it a little taste there now actually and just see. Okay, just give it a little taste. Oh yeah, that's good. That's very good, perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely amount of spices in there, but it's not hot. Not spicy, hot. You know, it's a nice combination of flavors, delicious. So you can leave it there and it'll only get better. And don't worry if you've cooked too much, you can pop it in a lunchbox and put it in the freezer and have it another day. So yeah, so have a lovely meal. That's going to be delicious now. You'll really love this now. So give it a try and enjoy. All right, lovely. Thank you very much. Bye bye.